Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 4 of Rating Your Affiliate Purchases, where I make fun of the things that you spend your hard-earned money on. Today's episode is sponsored by Sennheiser. Sennheiser gave me these wonderful HD 490 Pro headphones, and these are what I've been using to do all of my audio editing and stuff like that. Very, very nice. Affiliate link to buy these, or to buy anything in the description, because the point of this series is that I take a look at what you've been buying with my affiliate links on Thomann and Sweetwater, and I insult you for it. I rate the purchases using a 1 to 5 star system, and if you want to take part in this series, anonymously of course, then all you need to do is do your future gear shopping through those links. If you click them right now, then the next time you open Thomann or Sweetwater to buy something, it's going to be using my link if you haven't clicked another person's link in the meantime. So this link is going to lead straight to the HD 490 Pros, but you don't need to buy these. You can buy literally anything through that link, and it's still going to track it with my affiliate thingy, and that helps the channel out without any extra expense to you. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to Sennheiser for the headphones, and now that I've done that, let's get into purchase number 1. So, we have here a Joyo Bantamp Tweedy. Now, I know the Joyo Bantamp series. I haven't tried this one in particular because it's called Tweedy, which makes me think it's like sort of a Fender-sounding tweed kind of amp. Not really the kind of stuff that I'm into, so I haven't tried this one in particular, but all the ones that I have tried have been fantastic. If you don't know the Joyo Bantamp series, they are basically, I think they're hybrid amps, so they have a 1 or 2 preamp tubes and then just a solid-state transistor power amp. Very, very good sounding amps. Each one is based on sort of a classic amplifier. Like, they have one that's sort of based on a dual rectifier. They have one based on a 5150, I think. So they have all of the classics in sort of this lunchbox head format. It's kind of the size of like an orange micro dock. And a Palmer 1x12 BX GBK cab. Now I'm gonna, in order to rate this fairly, I'm gonna have to see what speakers are in here. Or what speaker. It's a 1x12. It's one Celestion G12 M25 greenback. Why did I read the entire thing? We have one Celestion greenback. That is very good. I like the greenbacks. My cab over there, my Marshall cab, which is my main, has 2 greenbacks and 2 B30s in it. Very good sounding cab. This is a Palmer cab, so I know it's built like a tank. These are very, very good. They're made by Adam Hall. Adam Hall are my friends. Yeah, overall, this is a very, very good purchase. There are cheaper greenback 1x12s, I'm sure, but again, Palmer cabs, you can't go wrong with Palmer usually. And the Joyo Bantamp series, very good. Overall, I'd say, honestly, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I would have gotten a 2x12 for this to just really kind of do it justice. A 1x12 is always a little boring. Palmer makes very good 212 cabs. Couldn't really have been a space issue, I imagine, because this is very large for being a 112. Deducting half a star because you didn't get a 2x12 because, you know, I'm biased and all that. Yeah, 4.5 stars. Up next, a Harley Benton notched straight edge bass, a Babish ST style tremolo, Ernie Ball hybrid slinkies, Harley Benton fretless jazz bass, that is interesting, Fender bass strings, and a Remo clear bass drum. I'm not a drummer, so I'm just not going to rate this one at all. I have zero idea whether or not this is a good bass drum thingy. The Harley Benton straight edge, that by itself is like a 3 out of 5 at best. It's not that good. None of those straight edge things that are under, I don't know, like 50 bucks are very good. Like, I used one of these for years. I think it was off of Amazon. It wasn't a Harley Benton branded one. But then at some point, I got this Crimson Guitars one, which is like, I think this is like 50 or 60 euro just by itself. But that is so worth it because these are straightened by hand. Like, you have a 100% guarantee that this is a straight edge. And with the other ones, they're sort of just milled in a factory. So you really have no guarantee that it's milled very straight because no person was there like measuring the straightness of it. The Babish tremolo is very, very good. I don't have the Strat tremolo myself, but I have a Kramer over there. Hold on, let me get it. My Seinfeld Cosmo Kramer that I built has a Babish full contact tremolo. These are very, very good. They stay in tune crazy well, and also they're just very comfortable because these are like rounded. They're not the sort of sharp, typical Fender Strat tremolos. So this is very nice to just keep your hand on for hours if you want to. These are good. Ernie Ball hybrid slinkies are also for bass. I'm sure they're fine. They won't last as long as like very expensive bass strings, but that's cool. I don't care. You bought a fretless Harley Benton jazz bass. Now, I sold my Harley Benton jazz bass recently, but I was fairly happy happy with it. Like, it was an alright bass for the money. 179 euro, that is like an unbeatable price. I don't think there's a cheaper fretless bass out there. So yeah, this is an alright bass. The pickups are not very good. Like, these are going to be the same pickups that I had in mind. They aren't the greatest. I think they're Roswell branded. Deducting points though for the fact that it's the wrong way around. So overall, not that great, very good, also probably alright, also definitely good. So going from top to bottom, not that great, very great, alright. I'm sure Ernie Ball bass strings are fine. I've never tried them myself. I can attest to the fact that this is a good bass. These are alright, I like Fender strings, and I have no idea about this. Overall, 4 out of 5 stars. A PRS 70th anniversary SE Custom 24 with a quilt top. Okay, here's where my bias kicks in. I don't like PRS. I don't like PRS guitars. Not for lack of quality even, just for lack of being anything fucking special. And especially the SE series. Like, the only PRS guitars that I would like to own, kind of, are like the expensive private stocks for like 12 grand. Because that is a 12 grand guitar. That is like, that's incredible, right? That's like the holy grail. This is just nothing special plus. Like, this is so nothing. It would never even cross my mind to buy one of these. That being said, I'm sure it's a decent guitar. Let me check the price real quick because I don't fucking know what currency this is. Jesus fuck. I'm sorry? I thought like core PRS started at like $1,000. I didn't know there was still SE models being made for above 1,000. Fuck. Okay, so this better be amazing, I guess. Again, I'm sure it's alright, but it's what pickups does it have? TCIS Humbug. It's just nothing special, is it? Like, it's fine. It has a quilt top in blood orange. Yeah, cool, I guess. Very generic tremolo. It's got a coil split here, I think. And then I hate the pickup switch position. This is the dumbest fucking place you could put it. You could put it here. You can put it here. Now, here wouldn't make sense because you'd be strumming and you'd hit it. But, like, this is the worst fucking place to put it. Like, just right on, like, the belly of it. I don't know. Nah. Again, I'm sure it's fine. If you're watching this and this is your purchase, hey, like, if you see your purchase in the video, comment what your purchase was and what you think of my rating, because I enjoy being insulted as much as you do. But yeah, if this is your purchase, comment how you like it if you've received it, because I don't know, it just doesn't seem like anything that special, especially not for 1,000. You can get much more fun stuff for $1,000, but I'll give you a 3 out of 5 just because it's not bad. Like, it's just very fine. Next purchase. Okay, someone went cable shopping. A Fender glass slide. These are cool. I have, hold on, I'm still a metal slide chump. Not that I use this a lot, but being that it's like steel and very thin, it sort of like has a tendency to cut into the soft webby part between your fingers. These are very thick and they're also a bit rounded on the bottom, so these are very, very comfortable. Oh, not the Harley Benton patch cables. Every episode, are you guys just buying these to piss me off? Like, every single episode, there's somebody who bought a bunch of Harley Benton patch cables. These are trash. Please stop. I love Harley Benton, alright? I have the utmost respect for how Harley Benton sacrifices so much, like, profit margin per instrument in order to be able to deliver the best instrument possible for the least money possible, right? Like, they could not possibly charge $1 less per guitar without hemorrhaging money because they're already so fucking cheap. Like, they make nothing per unit in order to sell, like, massive volume because the stuff is so good that word spreads about how good it is. These cables are not part of that. These cables are trash. I've thrown away so many defective Harley Benton cables because they've either just fucking broken and stopped doing anything, and then you have to like take the entire pedal board apart to see what stopped working. Or they just cause like noise and interference. This is the worst shit that you could possibly buy for your pedal board. It's not even that cheap, right? Like, for, what is it? It's $6 per cable. For like 8, you can get a really, really good cable. Or you can get one of those D'Addario build your own patch cable kits where you can like just solder free, just build your own patch cable to like a desired length. Anything is better than these. These are trash. Instant negative points. I do respect the Fender cables. I use these a lot myself. Give me 1 second. There you go. Here's my Fender Pro cable. Now, these have largely been retired now and replaced by Zoma cables in my studio because those are just that little bit nicer as well. But these are very, very nice, and this is still 100% functional, and I've had this for years. I also have another one in gray, and I actually have like 3 or 4 more back there where my amps are that are connecting the pedal board to the amps and all of that. These cables are very good. The Ernie Ball ones are as well. Oh, the snake. Oh, God. Oh, not the snake. Like the snake bit, like each of these cables is just like a 5 out of 10 at best. Like they don't last all that long. You've also bought a fucking massive headphone extension, so this is gonna just decrease your sound quality. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. Fender glass slide. You've bought another one. You've bought a fat one in case your fingers don't fit into this one, I guess. So that's cool too. A Fender quick change capo. So you've bought two like squeezy capos. I have one of these too. I don't use these though because these spring-loaded capos have a tendency to just be way too tight, and that damages your strings because if you're putting it like on a fret, the strings are suspended over the fret wire, and then this presses them down and sort of bends them. That damages the strings, make them last less long. It can also potentially damage your frets, your fretboard, like if these are just too tight, which they oftentimes are, because you need such little tension to have that capo effect. Like when you play bar chords, you don't press down on the thing with all your might because you don't need to, and that's what these do. So I'm not a fan of these spring-loaded capos. I prefer the ones that that you can use screws for, but obviously that's the opposite of a quick change because you have to unscrew it first. So I understand. It's your guitar. It's cool. We have some Dandria Delrex standard picks. Now I honestly didn't know this company made anything that wasn't cleaning products, like a bunch of my guitar cleaning products at Dandria. These are probably just like Delrin. This is cool. Ernie Ball regular Slinky 3-pack. These are what I used for years. I've since switched to D'Addario XS, but that doesn't make these less good. But actually, don't buy the 3-packs because I do believe that the 3-packs cost more per set than if you bought 3 sets individually. Like that makes 0 sense, but it's always been that way, at least on Amazon and Thomann. So I never bought the 3-packs. And last but not least, we have 2 Behringer pedals, one NR300 noise gate and an HM300 heavy metal distortion. Now, I have the noise gate over there myself because at some point in my life I needed a cheap new noise gate. However, Behringer is a terrible company, right? Like, they should not be supported. I'm gonna put some articles in the video description if I remember to, once this video is scheduled to go up. They are very fucking anti-Semitic. They are not good people. Don't support Behringer. I'm not gonna deduct points for that because it's not like, it doesn't impact the quality of the gear. But also, Behringer pedals used to cost 21 euro and this says 33. And for 33, I'm pretty sure you can get like TC Electronic, and TC is a good and respectable company. So, let's see. Good, bad, these are both good. This is fucking alright, I suppose. This is good. These are not that great. These are very regular picks. This is good, but just bad value for money. And these are just, yeah, I don't know. Overall, I'm gonna give you a 3.8 out of 5. Next purchase. Okay, we have a Shure, what I assume is a wireless transmitter receiver microphone unit. What is this? Is it the microphone or is it the... Somebody tell me what this is. Like, what part of this? Is it the entire microphone? Like, what part of this did you buy? Oh! It's an SM58 top, and it has the so it's an SM58 with wireless built in. That's cool. I like my SM58. So this is the wireless receiver, this is the wireless transmitter, then you have a cover for something. What is this cover? EV Evolve. This covers, a PA, okay, and a cover for something else. So this is just shit to drape over something. So these two are just to be draped over other stuff. This isn't worth rating. It's cloth. I like Shure's wireless technology very much, so I know this is good, and I also know that the SM58 is a great microphone. It's a classic vocal microphone. So this is all gonna be great. Honestly, this is a 5. Next purchase! Of course. Thomann Electric Kazoo Neon Green. Was this 21 euro? No way. 25 plus shipping. 25 euro for an electric kazoo. So this is just, what kind of mic is it in there? It's just like a contact mic? No. Oh, so it's like it's a dynamic transducer thing. So it's like a pickup inside of the kazoo. And it's still a shitty plastic kazoo as well. Like, it's not even a metal one. Are metal ones better? I think they are. They must be. More expensive to make. Oh, that is terrible. That is a bad purchase. And a T-Rex Replicator Deluxe Tape Echo. This is a great pedal. This is expensive, but it's very good. I love tape echoes. I also like T-Rex. T-Rex make good shit. This is bad, dude. This is a bad thing to spend your money on. I also like that you've bought the combo, because that makes me think that you're going to run the kazoo into the tape echo. And if you are actually planning to do that, please send me a video on Instagram. Please tag me in a video on Instagram of you doing that. I will see it and I will repost it and link to this episode. That is so funny. Technically, I have to give this a 5 because I'm sure this does what it's supposed to, right? Like, this is not going to be a bad product. It's a kazoo and a fucking, like, how long is this cord? It's a 1.5 meter cable with a pickup that you shove inside a kazoo. Nah, fuck you. This is a 3. This is bad. Half of this is so terrible. Next purchase. A Harley Benton roasted multi-scale 8-string, a Millennium guitar stand, 8-string, skinny top, heavy bottom strings, and Dunlop nylon max grip 1.5mm picks. Okay, by the way, thank you for your purchase. Thank you all for your purchases. I forget to say that every single time. It's implied that I'm very grateful that you buy this stuff through links that, you know, give me a percentage and support me. So, thank you so much. So the picks are picks. Sure, they're fine. A 1.5mm is a good thickness. If they were like 0.7, I would have said, what the fuck are you doing with an 8-string and that. There are better picks for like the kind of music you're obviously going to play on this. Skinny top, heavy bottom. Boo. Big boo. The Harley Benton... Hold on, this is not a $190. No, it's not. Like, I know for a fact that it's not. I can guarantee. Yeah, okay, $790. So that's still fucking cheap as shit. But also, these kinds of stands, you can buy like whatever the fuck you want. It's not going to break. Right? Like, this is not breaking. The only thing that could, like, potentially break are these joints here, and if they did, no significant harm would be done to your instrument because it wouldn't fall from like any significant height. What will break if you buy the cheap ones are the guitar stands with the long neck that, like, you have a bass like this. You see this? So those kind of stands have a tendency to break if they're very cheap ones, because like all you have to do is slam your guitar on it a little too hard and the bass is going to break off and it's going to all topple over and everything. With these ones, it's fairly danger-free to just buy the cheapest you can get. So that's fine. I don't know why it says €1.90, but whatever. And a Harley Benton 8-string. Now, I haven't tried Harley Benton's extended range in a while. So I know for a long time Harley Benton like made some of the worst 8-strings on the market, but... Like, I assume, because that was widespread criticism back then, that these were just not very good. So I assume they've made some changes back then. This looks well built. This looks built nicer than the old ones were. It's the third best-selling 8-string on the website. And also it has, like, that chameleon sort of finish, the iridescent purple, greenish, bluish shit that a lot of the, like, Ibanez Zyphos guitars had that don't exist anymore. I love this. I'm inclined to say that I'm a fan. Let's check what pickups does it have. 2 high-gain humbuckers. Okay, fantastic, cool, great. For $250, fair game. Overall, this is a decent purchase, except for the strings. Let's call this 4.2 out of 5. Okay, next purchase, a Thomann... Hold on, Thomann gift certificate, €10. So this says it's a €10 certificate, but also it cost 50, and my commission was well, you know, 4.5% of 50. I'm inclined to think that you bought a 50% certificate, and this is a mistake. Thank you for just giving me a little money by doing that through my link. This is a good purchase because gifting people money is always like frowned upon, and I don't know why. Because yeah, it's not a very thoughtful gift, but also I'd rather have money most of the time than whatever someone is gonna get me that doesn't actually know what the fuck I want. This is the more socially acceptable version of gifting people money, and if whoever you gave it to is a musician, they will appreciate it. Next, Dunlop Tortex 3 Riffle, a Harley Benton strap, Ernie Ball beefy slinkies, and a Harley Benton PRS copy. What's wrong with these fucking prices? 90 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents. How much does this cost? Why is this such a bad interface? So let's check on this one. Jesus. The bundle with a gig bag strap, picks, snake cable, and a tuner is under 300. That's good. That's a good deal. So let's check out the guitar. This seems nice. I mean, it's just a PRS copy. I know that. And the PRS guitars are nothing special, but they are nothing special because I don't think there is a PRS for like 300, right? And that's exactly what makes them not special, is that they look inexpensive, but they are very much not inexpensive. Like the SE, the cheap, affordable line, or what used to be their cheap, affordable line, goes up to at least 1100. So that's what makes PRS unspecial to me. Like, they don't have any specs or anything that points towards it being that expensive. Whereas, like, in this price range, I can see why you would want this. It's still not my favorite body shape. I wouldn't ever really play this. Like, it just looks lame to me. But, like, I'm not going to judge you for the standard fucking PRS custom body shape. The Roswell pickups have a tendency to be a bit low output, but that's fine, because this also isn't exactly anything you'd be playing high gain music with. This is perfectly alright. The accessories aren't all that great. You know, the strap and this is going to be trash. The cable, everything here is trash, actually. So is the gig bag. The guitar, I'm sure, is fine. I like that you've bought beefy slinkies for it, because that's like... Wasn't this the set that... No. Beefy slinkies existed first, and then I think mammoth slinkies are the ones that Fluff made with Ernie Ball. So the beefies are like, what are you going to do? Like, drop B with this? I like that you wanted to upgrade from the strap from the bundle. Oh, hold on. This is a different picture. Oh, it's a different bundle. You didn't get the bundle. You got just the guitar in a nice case. Okay, this is a much better bundle. I'm sorry. That's very nice, because I was about to say, like, I like the fact that you wanted to upgrade from the bundle strap and got this fucking Harley Benton strap again. Okay, that makes sense. So you got a decent Harley Benton strap. I assume this is leather. You got some still kind of crappy picks. Beefy slinkies because you want to go heavy with this apparently. And then, yeah, that guitar in a case, perfectly fine. I am gonna call this a 4 out of 5. Come on, I need one that I can like actually make fun of here. Come on, just give me something. Native Instruments Complete Audio. This is fine. It's an audio interface. Better than a Focusrite because Focusrite makes like good stuff that works nice until it fucking breaks. Like I've had 2 Focusrite interfaces just die on me even though they were working fine up until then. It's just, yeah. Next. Oh no, I didn't rate that one. Have a 4 out of 5. I don't, sure. Next up, Thingy Fab, Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 holder, I guess. A Snake XLR to jack adapter, I have one of those too. Ernie Ball Super Slinkies, these were my go-to for a while. Ernie Ball Hybrid Slinkies, I don't know what gauge this is, I don't care. And Thomann cable ties, I think these are cable ties. Wow, this is a boring purchase. This is like an Office Depot errand. This is not exciting. You weren't excited that you received this, you were just like, okay, cool, I can change strings now, and I have a shelf for my Focusrite. Respectable. This is just like a very unexciting purchase. I make those too, but it's always a bummer because I come home, I get home, I see like a Thomann package at my front door. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a Thomann shipment. And then I remember that I didn't order anything exciting, anything worth being happy about. It's just like, oh, cool, a Snake adapter and a Thingy Fab shelf. But, you know, sometimes those purchases are the most necessary. You probably have better cable organization than I do now, so that's, you know, kudos to you. This is a good purchase. You get a 5 because there's nothing wrong with anything in here. It's just all very bland. Up next. Okay, Cordoba Stage Guitar Traditional CD. Again, let me check on the price because this says €32. This is the worst user interface in the world. It's fine. Cordoba Stage Guitar Traditional CD. Thin line acoustic with pickup. Okay, oh, it has knobs. I could have known that myself. This is very short. What scale length? Doesn't say. Scale 650. That is normal. So it's standard like Fender scale length. It looked shorter than that. It looked a bit stubby. It reminds me of either an Ovation or an Ortega. I have no use for a classical guitar, but for some reason I've always wanted one. I've just never made that wish come true because it would be a waste of money because I'd never play it because I'm not good at it. Like obviously I can't get good at it without trying, but I also know I won't practice on it, so I've just never, you know, made that come true for myself. But I'm sure this is fantastic. Take a 5 out of 5. I've never heard of Cordoba, but I'm sure it's good. Up next, Harley Benton Fusion 3. Ooh, I love these. Ooh, these are good. These are very, very good. I don't, like, if you've ever tried a Harley Benton Fusion guitar, you'll know these are, like, up there with the lower end of Charvels. Like, not super cheap. It's like a sort of low-end, mid-range Charvel, like 900, a grand maybe. Like, these are up there with those. They're like 350. Okay, so the price on this one is displaying normally because that's about what it costs. These are good. Like, these are very, very good. I prefer the ones that don't have a Floyd Rose because I hate fucking Floyd Rose. I recently sold all of my Floyd Rose equipped guitars because I just got so sick of using them. For the money, these look, play, and sound incredible. I love these. My old guitar teacher a while back actually just got one in like, he used to teach me, and at this point we just nerd out about gear, and he got one in like, I think it was just a flat white, like satin one. Wow, is that thing good for the money? Wow. I love this. I'm in love with these. 5 out of 5. See, that shows I'm not biased against Harley Benton. They just make some shitty stuff, and you have to know what the shitty stuff is and not treat all of their product range as if it was good, because the patch cables are trash. So are the power supplies. I will die on that hill, but this is a 5. A Moore MSC 10 Pro guitar vintage white. So this is not a GTRS, it is a Moore guitar, right? A lot of people think when they see these, the GTRS strats, they aren't. This is actually a new range. They introduced these to me at NAMM. I have sort of a close relationship with the company, and they showed me these. It's a cheap Strat copy. It's like a Squier. It's like a Harley Benton Strat copy. It's like any fucking Strat copy in that it's fine. Value for money is good because it's decent. If you want a Strat copy as your first guitar, go for it with these. This is no worse than a Squier. It's nothing special at all, especially because this is just white and cream and rosewood or ebony. It's fine. I like more. These aren't bad at all. Like, I have no criticism about these. They are just generic. There is nothing I would criticize about them and say, oh, they could have done this better, because a cheap Strat cannot be done better. It's been done. There it is. Like, there's no techie stuff inside this. It is just, there you go. go, affordable entry-level guitar. So these are acoustic strings, and these are D'Addario EXL electrics. I'm sure these are good. I don't like the XL series. I like the D'Addario now. I didn't for a long time, but I like the XS series now. I just made a video about this recently. I'm gonna put that in the end card of this video if I remember to, or somewhere up there. I'll put it up somewhere. But this is difficult to rate because this is such a lame instrument. Again, not bad, just like, ugh, you know. But it has to get a 4 because it's good. This is a good purchase. It's a good guitar for the money. It just so doesn't tickle anything, but it's a 4. Come on, I need somebody to fucking insult. Give me something shitty. Why don't any of you buy bad gear? Come on. Somebody must have bought something bullshit. None of this sucks. I mean, good for all of you. You make good financial decisions, but this is so boring. Oh, huh. Hold on. Okay, Ernie Ball 8-string set. Harley Benton. Oh, hold on. Oh, so you bought a regular 6-string Harley Benton tuners and then one each because it's an 8-string? I like that you want to upgrade a Harley Benton but still bought Harley Benton tuners. Why? Why something good? I mean, these are fine, I'm sure, but that's already on here. Isn't it? Like, it must be. A Thomann multi-stand. Don't buy these. These are trash. Please buy something decent. You see that folded up stand over there? That's one of those from the Thomann house brand. They are not good. Please. There's a reason it's folded up behind the cab and not actually in use. And this is, I think, the exact same multi-scale 8 that the other guy bought, but flipped, because you're a lefty. I think so. Hold on. Does it have that same, like, chameleon finish? Not quite. Okay, this is just green, but it's the same. I think it's the same model. That is, yeah, 2 high gain humbuckers, a Speed D neck. Yeah, this is fine. I like that this was purchased twice in the same month, independently from one another. One left, one right-handed, without me ever advertising this thing. If I'd advertised it, obviously, like when I advertise stuff, I sell a couple of them. That's sort of the point. But I never mentioned this thing in my life, so that's interesting. I don't understand, like, why you were like, oh, I want to upgrade this with better tuners. I'm gonna buy the tuners that are on it already. These aren't locking, but why would you do that? That's so strange, to just buy the same €7 a piece Harley Benton tuners instead of just going for like Godo or something that's, you know, very good. It's odd, but it's whatever. I think I've bought Harley Benton parts for a mod project before, but that was like for €100 Squire. It was just because I want a different color, I think. I think it was just a color issue and not a quality issue. Strange decision, again, to put Harley Benton stuff on a Harley Benton guitar. It's whatever. I'm not gonna get hung up on that as if I haven't already. Thomann guitar stand, not that good. This is for 5. I think I have the 4 version back there. Maybe it is a 5. These suck. These are trash. They won't necessarily like break right away. They're just not high quality. Like, if you buy something like, I say Gravity every time because Gravity are the best ones, but also like the thing that's holding my camera right now, this is all Gravity, so it looks like I'm a shill. So I just always add Hercules stands because Hercules stands are also very good. Just don't buy this. Don't do that. The 8-string regular slinkies are good. So good. I know these are fine, but also why would you do that? And these are good. You get a 3. You get a 3. Yeah, 3. No, 2.9. 2.9 out of 5. And I think that about concludes the episode. There was nobody for me to actually laugh at and insult in this episode, unfortunately. This was all, I think the average score of this episode is probably like, I don't know, 3.5 to 4. So I hope you enjoyed watching, albeit, you know, this wasn't a very roasty episode. Maybe you like that better. I certainly don't, because I enjoy insulting people who are nice enough to use my affiliate links to get me paid. Speaking of getting me paid, use the links and you'll be in next month's episode. I mean, I think the last episode is more than a month ago, but I tried to make this like semi-monthly. I also need to wait until I have enough orders like in here that aren't just cables and stuff, because like there were a lot of cable orders, which is cool. Everybody needs cables. I just don't want to make like a cable episode, so I leave most of those out and stuff. So I have to wait until I have enough exciting orders in here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for shopping through the links. Let me know if you saw your purchase in this episode. Let me know if you didn't and I missed it. I might still get around to it. I didn't, you know, look at all the ones from this month. So, thank you. Links in the description, links in the pinned comment as well. I'm gonna put a video up here for you to watch. I'm also gonna put the D'Addario video that I made up here for you to watch. So, most recent video, D'Addario video. Subscribe, or subscribe here. I don't care where you subscribe. And I will see you around.